Hey good people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Leo kuna baridi ningetaka kuwasaidia sana, lakini acha niongee. Maybe naweza malizia hii video hapa, but I might not finish it here sababu baridi iko. Anyway, you can see the weather, it's so nice. Nimekuwa nikiongea about green card and I need to share many ways ya kukuja America. It's not only about green card. Unaelewa? So now naongea about nurses. How to self-sponsor yourself ndio ukuje America. Wengi wamekuwa wakiniuliza nitakuja America aje mimi ni nurse. Kuna wenye wanasema nurses ni hot cake, they can make you be on the next flight to America. That's very true. Wamekuwa nurses ni hot cake kuja America. So if you have a sister, you have a brother, you have a friend, you have a cousin mwenye ni nurse, mwenye anaspire kuwa nurse, share na yeye hii video before hata tuendelee, okay? Because hapa nitawaambia step by step on how to register mpaka ufanye NCLEX mpaka ukuje America. And the good thing, there is NCLEX center in Kenya. Kitambo watu walikuwa wanaenda India, watu walikuwa wanaenda South Africa. Ulikuwa unaona mtu amepigwa kama ni nurse amepigwa picha na Nelson Mandela, unajua huyo, najua ametoka NCLEX center. Lakini sasa NCLEX center iko Nairobi. No traveling, no asomingi. This is the time you get on the next flight na ukuje America. We know there is retrogression, but because it's a long process, acha tuanze sasa venye inaanza. Sawa? This is what we do. Acha niketi tuongee kujeni. So, this is how we register kuja America as a nurse. I think my voice might not be so clear sababu sina mic na kuna upepo, so the much information you get, the better. I'm trying. But the process is like this. Tunaongelelea nurses wenye wanataka ku self-sponsor. This is not about agency, but all you should know is that by the end of the day, you need agent to sponsor you for your visa, you travel. But there is the best part of that, and it's the best thing you can do to yourself to sponsor yourself. Sawa? But I know ni wengi wenye mko Kenya. Nilifanya kazi Kenya and I know the salary inaweza kufinya ukisikia self sponsor, unaona kama ni kazi uwezi, ni kitu uwezi afford. But let me tell you, if you can self-sponsor yourself, it's the best thing you can do. Because hapo unaweza negotiate mshahara yako yenye unataka, but agent akikulipia NCLEX, akulipia process yote, atakulipa pesa kidogo. Na hiyo, that's what I'm here to save a sister and a brother mwenye unataka kuja on a good salary in America. Sawa? Sababu huku ukiambiwa unalipwa $20, unaona kama pesa mingi. Unaona kama ni pesa mingi, then aujui unaweza lipwa more. Unaona? Alafu ujue unalipa pesa na bills zako unalipa na US dollar, grocery yako unanunua na US dollar, sisi tunanunua na Kenya shilling. So ukicompare hivyo, I'm not saying it's bad kuja na agent, but kuja na direct hire hospitali, it's the best you can give to yourself. Unaweza chukua loan, ukikuja huku utailipa enye ulijisponsor, utalipa easily na uendelee na maisha yako pole pole. Sawa? Anyway, let's go direct to the point. Nimeongea sana, sifai kuongea sana. Anyway, so this is how we start. First qualification, from whatever country you are, I'm talking to you if you are registered nurse. You are BSN RN, you are diploma RN. Too bad, I know I have people who are ENs. ENs, you don't qualify for NCLEX, I'm sorry. Well, in Kenya, wanaitwa enrolled nurse, that I know is in Australia. In Kenya is the same. What certificate nurses? Yeah, but so unfortunate unless you are a diploma nurse, which is equivalent to associate degree in America. And this is the process, okay? First thing first, to start with, we do something called accreditation of your education. Okay, and this accreditation is done by two bodies of accreditation. We have CGFNS. CGFNS, meandika hapo hiyo link ya simnaiona. We have Josef Silny, this is the newest. CGFNS I know is the most common, sababu ndio watu mention sana. It's the most talked about. It's the most known. Why? Because it's been there for so long. Then kuna Josef Silny. Josef Silny is the newest. Si mzee sana, ijaka sana, but it's still a good another body accreditation. So what you do, first of all, you go to their website or send an email you request for the process. Na ukienda kwa website yao, make registration, they will send you some forms. Sawa? Hizi form moja unafaa ujaze, ingine ijazwe, it's be filled up by your school. Okay? And your school, what you fill in is to authorize the school to give your information to CGFNS or Josef Silny. Me, I use Josef Silny for reasons that, you know, we in the marketplace, so you choose what you want. I use Josef Silny because I've had experience of it with a few people and it was so quick, so that I went for Josef Silny. So when you authorize the school, you fill in those forms, authorize the school to share your information with Josef Silny. You send it to your school, your college school, where you graduated your nursing education. Then the other form, you send it to your board of nursing. Sawa? You know, board of nursing, we have one board, like in Kenya, we have one board of nursing. In America, we have 50 board of nursing. Every state has its board of nursing. Okay? So you send those two copies, one in school, another one in your nursing board, to authorize them to share information with Josef Silny. Next, what do they do once they receive this information? They fill up your education, your I can say, yeah, they know if they've done it before, and if they have not done it before, they'll be guided by the forms on what to fill in. They need the evidence of your clinical workers, your clinical hours, your theory hours, and all that compared. Then they will go and evaluate it to compare it with American education, to see if your diploma really is equivalent to American associate degree. So, what happens when it gets to your school? The school has filled up the form and they need to send back to CGFNS. One thing your school should know, they should use an email address that is organization, that is, we call, not, they shouldn't use a Gmail, they shouldn't use a Yahoo. They should use an email that, you see the email with a .org or .edu, something of sorts, to show that it's an organization and it's a registered email. What can I say in good terms? Yeah, they shouldn't use a Gmail. It should be official, you know? Some people know, I know, you know, one thing I've come to notice, there is someone somewhere, mtu ajui kitu kabisa, and because you know, unafikiria kila mtu anajua. Kuna mwenye anajua Gmail ni official, but when it comes to sending your information, if you can go to your school, waambie wakituma hiyo wasitumie ile gmail.com, watumie gim.org.edu, something of sort. Sawa? Sababu hiyo email ikifika huko ikiwa .com@gmail.com, hiyo ni null and void. They don't want that. Sawa? Tumejuana hapo. Then board of nursing. Sorry. The other thing, they can use those documents, they can send them physically. You know? Watume na DHL, kuna address hapo ya Josef Silny. I'll use a Josef Silny example sababu ndio nilitumia. Ndio hii hapa. I think hata hii address nitaiweka hapa. Sawa? Muione hii address ya Josef Silny. upe shule yako na ulipia kama ni DHL. Najua DHL ndio common Kenya, ama sijui kama kuna FedEx. I hear there is FedEx. You can use those, utume nayo to CGFNS. Unaona? What about nursing council? Nursing council pia wanafaa watume details zao huko pia. Inakuanga so easy. I know many people, nursing council, they have sent so many paperwork for most nurses in Kenya, na inakuwa so easy, but it's hard. I swear to God. Kitu ngumu sasa ni kutuma information. Nursing council, it's a bit tedious to get information yako atume. Si kwa ubaya, but some nurses wame struggle kupata information yao get sent to CGFNS. Like you know, contact the board of nursing, watume information kwa CGFNS. Sawa? Na hao wanajua email yenyewe wanatumia, because I'm sure they have done it for so long. Then information yako imetumwa, and let me tell you, CGFNS kuna price you pay for this. So hapa ndio najua watu wengi ulemewa because of the cost. So ndio wanataka kuona education yako level. Unaona? So you pay for them to do that evaluation. So you pay $400 if I'm right. Yes. That is $400 is equivalent to what? Mnaweza convert to 120 times 120 Kenya shillings. Yes. So najua hapo ndio inaweza finyilia mtu, but if you can afford it, and I know some people want to sponsor themselves. That's why I did this video, because I've had so many people ask me how to self-sponsor. Na instead ya kukaa nikiambia watu, nikaamua acha nifanye video nikielezea. So, si umetuma information yako na umelipia hiyo fee. So, wameenda kufanya evaluation. Tumesema, wameenda kufanya evaluation yako. Hapo nursing council umeinvolve na shule umeinvolve. Umemaliza. What do you do next? Step number 2 is to register with the board of nursing. As I said earlier, America, we have 50 states. Every state iko na board of nursing. Si kama Kenya tuko na NCK ina serve the whole of Kenya, no. Huku every state iko na board of nursing yake. So, you choose your board of nursing, the one you wanna use. Some, the process is too long. Zingine process inakuwa a little bit fair. So, for me, with the experience I've had and with the people I know the experience they've had, I would recommend you use New Mexico Board of Nursing. That's what I used. And if you need information, maybe you can ask me a question I can be able to answer through New Mexico Board of Nursing. Wengine wametumia Texas, wengine wametumia states zingine anyway. But najua kuna mwenye ako hapo anauliza, nikitumia hivyo na nataka kwenda kufanya kazi Minnesota, how will I go to work there? So one thing you should know, in America, nurse license ya a nurse, kuna state zenye ni compact state na zingine si compact state. What do you mean by compact state? Compact state means license ya hiyo state, you can work with it in the whole of US. Unaelewa? Like for example, me nilikuwa Texas. Did I use my New Mexico Board of Nursing to work there? No. And one thing I've come to notice, if you're international nurse, it's not, some states won't give you a compact state to cure international states. Like I was in Texas, I didn't get a compact state, I got a single state. Unaelewa? So, to get a compact state license, you, as an ukitoka Kenya direct, like utapewa compact state sababu ujakaa hiyo state. You need to stay there for at least 6 months na ukuwe na permanent address hapo for you to get a compact state. But what if umeregister na New Mexico like I did, na umepata kazi state nyingine? There is something called endorsing. Unafanya endorsement. You endorse that license to a Texas, Minnesota, New York, California, anywhere you wanna go. Sawa? So the board of nursing that you use to register your NCLEX with it shouldn't worry you, you can change it after. Sawa? Tusikizane hapa. Sasa unaona mtu anasema nataka kwenda Minnesota, lazima niende nitafute license ya Minnesota. No, that shouldn't stress you. All you need right now is just to get that US license, then you can endorse it to any state you want to. Sawa? Next. So, choose Board of Nursing. And remember, when you're filling in your form, lazima weke kama unatuma Josef Silny ama CGFNS, of which watatuma kwa Board of Nursing yenye unataka. Sawa? So next ni fingerprints. Fingerprints kwa Board of Nursing, after you register, kuna a place where you request for fingerprints. Hizi wanakuletea makaratasi kwa your mail, kwa your registered mail. So unaweza tumia your PO box, and then watakutumanishia kutoka tuseme Texas ama New Mexico, watakutumia kwa address yako, and watakutumia namba ya kuzitrack. Sawa? They will use FedEx ama DHL. Sijui if they use DHL, but I'm sure they use FedEx, and you get them. So once you get them, you go to police station. So unajua tunafanya fingerprint kwa police station, I think, yeah, or kwa you just look for fingerprints. I'm sure even the Huduma Center can sort you that. Then once they will give you the directions on how to take those fingerprints. Kwa hiyo karatasi watatuma iko na all the instructions on how to take them. So mwenye atakuwa na kuchukua fingerprints, they can read it and do the right thing. Then na ujue hiyo unalipia $50 for fingerprints. Ni $50. Ya kwanza tulisema 400, then tumekuja hapa ni 50. So hiyo so far ni $450. Then next, si umetuma fingerprints. Ukichukua fingerprints, you send them again to Board of Nursing. Kuna address utapewa hapo ya Board of Nursing yako. You return them with to that address, America. You can use FedEx ama DHL. Tumechange location, sawa? So nilikuwa nimeachia kwa kutuma documents like fingerprint, and I missed one point about the payment for the Board of Nursing is $200. Then FedEx, once you get your fingerprints, you send them to the Board of Nursing, and that will cost you $50 plus mailing them to the address of your Board of Nursing. You pay, I think DHL or FedEx, it's $5,000 to $6,000 to send them back to US. Sawa? So far, we've done your evaluation through CGFNS or Josef Silny. Next, we've done a registration with the Board of Nursing. Then, tumefika kwa fingerprints na umezituma. That's where we are. Next, ni nini? After umetuma fingerprints, the evaluation was done by the Josef Silny or CGFNS. They will send report to your Board of Nursing, the one that you recommended them to share your evaluations with. Sawa? So, once that Board of Nursing receive all this paperwork from your school, from Josef Silny, and from nursing council or your Board of Nursing from whatever country you are applying from, then they'll give you a go ahead now to apply for your NCLEX. And this is the process of getting that. It's called authorization to test. They'll give you a go ahead. So what do? You go and register with Pearson's. Pearson's is the body that coordinate ama yenye ni body yenye na deal na kuna English exam is through Pearson, NCLEX is through Pearson. Most of these licensing exam, they are done by Pearson. So this board, you register with them. You create an account with them, you register. Then you pay $200 to get an ATT. ATT for NCLEX means authorization to test. Once you get this one, I'm not sure how long it takes. So far tulikuwa tumefika pesa for 450 5,000 and now tumefika hapa kwa 200 ya registration. So once you register with them, one thing, you can wait to get an ATT. Personally, at some point, I waited for a week. Then I called to follow up with New Mexico Board of Nursing, and I'm like, I'm just following up to see how far you are with my ATT request. And they told me, oh, we are working on it. Maybe they'll open your thing in the next 1 hour. They'll actually send you that ATT. So once you get that ATT, it's like a code or a number. What next? That way now you register for the NCLEX, the exam. So you use that code to book for your exam. Sawa. You can book to whatever center you wanna book in. You want to go to South Africa, you want to go to India, you want to go to Nairobi, Kenya, you can do that easily. And then you are ready for your test. Once you get authorization to test, you can do it. You are supposed to do it within, they say, 3 months. Yes, within 3 months. Once you got your ATT, it will expire after 90 days. That is 3 months. So once you get it, make sure you do the exam within 90 days. So, and some Board of Nursing, they don't expire, but they'll tell you, once they send you that code, they'll tell you when you should do your exam. So you've booked your exam. First of all, I'm sure someone there is asking, what about English exam? Msikuwe mnaharakisha kufanya English exam, and it's not emergency kufanya English exam mpaka ufanye NCLEX. That when you're supposed to worry about your English exam. Why? Because they don't require English exam before you do your NCLEX. They require it for your immigration purposes. So ndio usubmit hizo documents za migration, that when English exam is required. So you do it after you passed your NCLEX. That will save a lot of money, because I've had people do English exam before they pass their NCLEX, and this English exam expires. English exam expires. So don't waste your money doing English exam if you've not done your NCLEX. It will expire. You pay, I'm sure right now it's 28,000, and you have to pay back again the money to do it again. So advice, don't do your English exam before you do your NCLEX. That's the advice I'll give you for free. Sawa. Wengine wanasema, oh, English ndio the start of everything. If you're coming to US, I think Australia, yes, I can say. UK, yes, I can say you do English before. It's the start of everything. But with US, no. You do it last. Then, tumefika, you've passed your NCLEX, and then what's next? The next thing, you are self-sponsored. Sawa, we ni boss. You go, you look for agent. Our agent, mnaonanga wakiji-advertise. I think kuna Avant, kuna sijui what, but not all of them zitakufanyia vizuri. So, you need to look for ones that really take people who have self-sponsored themselves, and they can compensate you for that, because some will compensate you for all that you've done for yourself. And you have the right to negotiate your salary when you do that. So when Board of Nursing come, you get in contact to tell them, I'm NCLEX passer. You're NCLEX passer. We call you NCLEX passer. You talk to them and you ask for direct hire. Direct hire means when you get paid, the hospital that hired you, ni kama venye umeajiliwa whatever hospital you're paid by that hospital. There is no intermediary where agent will be paid, then they can pay you. Unaona? So direct hire, the good thing, the hospital pays you and you get all the benefits for the hospital. That's the good thing. And you're new and you get all those hospital benefits, they'll be good for you. And if you can't afford to sponsor yourself, don't worry. Use that agent. And I'll do videos on the requirements for agents. Babu wengine wanafanya interview na agent and they fail. The very first time, even you can't continue with the agent because kuna information mna miss. I'll do that video on what you need for the interviews and your CV once you apply for with the agent. And let's go back to my point. So ukienda kwa agent, sema you're NCLEX passer, you want a direct hire, I would prefer to go to this state. So I know when you're back in Africa, you just want to go come and learn. When you have done the NCLEX by yourself, you have choices. You can make the choice of the state you want to go to. And that's what I can share for today. I think nothing much. And I hope it will help someone. If you've watched this video, by the end of it, make sure you share with that nursing student somewhere. You share with that with someone aspiring to be a nurse, because I'm sure right now the good thing, if you have an NCLEX center in Nairobi, when someone is in nursing school, they are starting to prepare for NCLEX the first day you go to that college, you know. And for NCLEX preparation, if you self-sponsored yourself, there are a lot of materials online you can use. And what I can advise is just stick to one material that you wanna use. You wanna use this there are so many people teaching NCLEX. Just stick to one person and go with that flow, and I'm telling you, your pass. You can buy those Q Bank. We have the Archery View. We have the other one, what do we call it? I'm forgetting. UWorld. Then yeah, there is so many Q Bank. You can buy one for yourself and do it, and I'm sure you'll be ready. And with your theory you did in your school, it will be good for you. Anyway, okay, to end up this video, I'll say this. Let's say you're coming from a nursing school. You just completed your school and you're there asking, can I do NCLEX? I know those agents, they need 2-year experience. But if you self-sponsor yourself, you can easily do that NCLEX the same day you finish you confirm you've passed. You can start your NCLEX process. Why? Because this process is taking like 2 years at the moment because of the retrogression. You've heard about retrogression. So the earlier you start to do it, and this is why, the board of nursing, whatever board of nursing you use to register for NCLEX, they don't require your experience at that time. Experience is required when you're applying for a job, when you are now doing those interviews with agent to get a job. And by the time all this process is done to passing your NCLEX, I'm telling you, you have your 2 years of experience. And that's why the earlier you start it, the better. Sawa. What can I say? Nothing much. Stay tuned. Anyway, so all the best as you prepare for your NCLEX or for your travel. And remember to share this video with your sisters, with your brothers somewhere there, those who are aspiring to be nurses. And all the best in this journey. I know it's not easy, and some people lose hope in the middle, because I know your process, NCLEX, CGFNS, nursing council, going back to college where you did your nursing. It's tedious, it's demanding, but there is a fruit for it by the end of the day. And if you are doing well in Kenya as a nurse, you have a good paying job, don't come here. Enjoy Kenya. I'm telling you this for free. Sawa? Because actually, let me tell you another thing. I came to America, unafika job, unaambia nurses, hata ukiingia online, unapata ad inatokea inasema, are you a nurse and tired of long 12-hour shifts? There is an online job for you. Anyway, that was just a by the way. I'm saying, if you're doing well as a nurse and you're getting a good salary and you're comfortable, baki Kenya. Nimeongea na wengi wanataka kubaki, and when I talk to them, and I'm sure they are doing so well. So all the best to those who their dreams is in America and their great future is in America. Sawa? All the best, and see you in the next video nikiwaambia the secret za kupass that agent interview. Bye.